I never thought I would be the kind of person who shares his personal life online. But I feel completely stuck, and I don't know who else to ask. I'm a 36-year-old man, married to my wife for almost 9 years. We met young, struggled together, built our life slowly, and for a long time I believed we were a solid team. We weren't perfect, but I trusted her more than anyone in this world. That trust is the reason this situation hurts as much as it does. About a year ago, my wife started changing in ways that were hard to explain. At first, it was small things. She became more distant, less interested in conversations, and easily irritated by things that never bothered her before. She spent more time on her phone and less time talking to me. When I tried to ask how she was feeling, she would say she was just tired or stressed from work. I believed her, because that's what you do when you love someone. Over time, the changes became harder to ignore. She started guarding her phone like it contained something dangerous. She changed her password and stopped leaving it around the house. If I walked into a room unexpectedly, she would immediately lock her screen. She also began working late more often, sometimes coming home emotionally drained and unwilling to talk. Every attempt I made to reconnect felt like it was being pushed away. I tried to communicate. I told her I felt lonely in my own marriage. Instead of listening, she accused me of being insecure and controlling. That hurt, because I never wanted to be that person. I started questioning myself. I wondered if I really was imagining problems that didn't exist. So I stayed quiet and told myself that trust means giving your partner space. One night, everything changed. She fell asleep on the couch while watching TV. Her phone buzzed beside her. I ignored it at first, but it buzzed again. My heart started racing. I knew checking her phone would cross a line, but something inside me felt desperate for clarity. I unlocked it, and what I saw made my stomach drop. There were messages from a man saved under a first name I didn't recognize. The conversation wasn't sexual, but it was intimate. Heart emojis, late-night messages, emotional support, and jokes that carried a familiarity that shouldn't exist between coworkers. They talked about feeling misunderstood, about needing someone who listens, about how good it felt to talk to each other. She shared things with him that she hadn't shared with me in months. I felt like I was reading messages between two people who were emotionally involved. I sat there in silence, staring at the screen, feeling like my marriage was slipping through my hands. The next morning I confronted her. I didn't yell, I didn't accuse. I simply asked her who he was. She denied everything at first and said I was invading her privacy. When I told her I had read the messages, she changed her tone and said it wasn't cheating because nothing physical had happened. She said he was just someone who understood her and made her feel heard. Hearing that hurt more than I expected, because I realized she no longer saw me as that person. I asked her if she would be okay with me having the same kind of relationship with another woman. She didn't answer. She just looked away. That silence felt louder than any argument. Later, she admitted he was a coworker she sees almost every day. I asked her to cut contact so we could focus on fixing our marriage. She said she needed time and didn't think it was fair for me to make that demand. That was the moment something broke inside me. I moved into the guest room because I couldn't sleep next to her anymore. I felt unwanted, disrespected, and completely alone. A few days later, overwhelmed and emotional, I told her family what was happening. I didn't do it to embarrass her. I did it because I needed support, and I was scared she would eventually paint me as the villain. Her family reacted badly. They said I should have kept it private, and that emotional cheating isn't real cheating. My wife said I betrayed her trust and humiliated her. Some friends took her side and told me I was overreacting. Others told me emotional affairs can be just as damaging as physical ones. Now I feel trapped between guilt and anger. I still love my wife, but I don't know how to rebuild trust when she refuses to see what she did as wrong. I'm questioning everything now, my marriage, my decisions, and even my self-worth. I don't know if exposing the truth was the right thing to do, but staying silent felt like slowly disappearing. So, Reddit, am I the asshole for telling the truth instead of pretending everything was fine while my marriage fell apart?